Names are a funny thing. They're how we identify people, objects, and even ourselves. They're a way of vocalizing someone or something's identity, yet we often take them for granted, especially in fiction. It's quite common for writers to just name a character whatever first pops into their head, or at best make a vague allusion to some other well known fictional icon. However, most names have meanings, and I find that looking into those meanings can offer an extra layer of insight to a character, from their role in their story to their personality. Welcome to What's in a Name, where we discuss the etymology behind our favorite fictional characters. Today's episode, Ajna from Indivisible. Ajna is the protagonist of Indivisible, an indie game from 2019 that sought to blend the genres of fighting game and turn-based RPG, as well as Metroidvania. The game draws inspirations from a few different cultures, but primarily centers around Hindu myth and religion. Ajna's name is a prime example of this, though I should warn you now, the rest of this video will contain heavy spoilers, so if you have any interest in checking the game out for yourself, now is your chance to turn back. So Ajna's name has a few different meanings and interpretations based on my research. The name appears to be Sanskrit in origin and can be interpreted or translated as mirror, authority, command, or even wisdom. The name also seems to have some correlation with chakras and the third eye, a concept in Hinduism that you're probably at least somewhat familiar with. The details are admittedly a little more complex than what we have time to get into for this particular video, but the gist of it is that opening one's third eye is often seen as a symbol of enlightenment or higher understanding. More specifically, it relates to the idea of learning to understand the world beyond what you just see with your normal two eyes. All of these concepts fit Ajna's character to an extent. To start, she's rather rebellious and hot-headed, often lashing out at figures of authority and refusing to take orders. This adds a bit of irony to the command or authority translations, since Ajna very much doesn't like being bossed around or told what to do. The mirror translation could maybe be seen a few different ways. One of her unique abilities is the power to create a sort of inner world that she can access by gazing into herself, and even pull others into it. In a way, Ajna can create a mirror into her own soul, though I can see that might be reaching a bit. No, as I said before, the meaning that has the most significance to Ajna's character is the third eye. In the story of Indivisible, the world is under threat by an all-powerful goddess of destruction and rebirth by the name of Kali, who was temporarily defeated at the start of the game by a band of legendary heroes. When she was beaten, Kali's own literal third eye splintered off from her and manifested as a child. This child, of course, is Ajna, a living embodiment of the goddess. Ajna's arc in Indivisible is very much a journey of enlightenment. Her hot-headed and reckless nature often causes just as many problems as she solves, which is somewhat fitting given her origins as a destroyer deity. She unlocks various powerful transformations called Heruka forms, named after a prominent deific figure in Buddhism. This form, fittingly enough, boasts a third eye on the forehead in all three variations. Ajna's third and final transformation specifically is more akin to a Buddha-like figure, a state she attains only after she begins coming to terms with herself and her true nature. Indeed, in the final battle, Ajna displays an inner calm and tranquility that stands in stark contrast to her destructive nature. You defeat the final boss not by fighting her, but by perfect guarding all of her attacks. In the end, Ajna and Kali come to an understanding. They are two halves of the same whole, neither one truly complete without the other. To that end, the pair choose to fuse and reincarnate. Kali regains her third eye, while Ajna effectively awakens her own. And just as Ajna now has a deeper understanding of herself, I hope you now have a deeper and more appreciative understanding of her name.